My name is Laura, and I kicked breast cancer's butt. And I'm almost 10 years cancer-free. I'm from Northern California. It was a great place to grow up. Lots of fun, lots of friends, tons of awesome family memories. I met my husband, Mike, at the gym. I actually picked up on him. He was just a nice, normal guy, which I hadn't dated somebody that was nice and normal. After we were married, we wanted children. And after 5 years of infertility, I went through in vitro with my first child. I had my son Trenton and my son Carson, and I was happy, but then I found a lump on my left breast. My husband and I were just sitting on the couch. I just felt it, and immediately the next day called my primary care physician. He set up the surgery to have the lump removed. When I woke up, my husband was in the room, not the doctor, and that's when he broke the news that it was cancer. Waking up and hearing this and having to hear it from my husband was a shocker, and that's the only time I saw him break down. We were told to do a double mastectomy. You won't have to have radiation. You will never for the rest of your life have to have a mammogram. Having a 1 and 2 year old, why leave any tissue there that could possibly get cancer in again? Why not just take it out? And so I decided to have a double mastectomy. At the time, more than me focusing on my scars, it was more about these 2 little boys need me here and my husband needs me here. It was all about survival.
Get it, Carson, hurry. Hurry, right here. Relay.
Going through the process of a mastectomy, there's 2 surgeons you need to see. One is the surgeon that specializes in cancer, and a separate surgeon to do the reconstruction. The doctor put silicone implants under my muscle, but now my body has formed so much scar tissue around them, they don't look like breasts.
Okay, guys, I'm done. I'm hurting.
You're hurting? All right, you guys finish playing. Mom's not feeling good right now.
When I look at myself in the mirror, I see mounds that have been distorted by breast cancer surgeries that have gone wrong, and I'm constantly reminded of the pain that Mike and I and the boys went through. I went to see Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif because I'm hoping that they can make my breast shape more normal and possibly do something with areolas so I'll look as normal as possible and be done with that chapter of my life and just close the door.
We'll be at dinner sometimes. I walk in and make chicken noises. That's all I do.
I know, and I've already heard that noise, and I hate it.
You hate that noise?
Yeah, that's stupid. It's like ridiculous.
What's wrong with that noise?
Oh my God!
Right?
You really are weird.
Dr. Nassif, Dr. Dubrow, we have Laura and Mike.
Nice to meet you. How are you,
Nice to
Dr.
meet you.
Nassif?
Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Terry
Nice to
Dubrow.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure. Hey, how are you?
Nice
to meet you. Have a seat, please. So we have a little bit of your history, but of course we need much more information. So why don't you start by telling us the journey that you've been through?
We had been married 5 years and had gone through a lot already with infertility, to have children, and finally, our kids were 1 and 2.
1.5 and 2.5, yeah.
And I found a lump.
It was in the left breast, right?
It was in the left breast because I found it myself.
So you found it yourself, which means it wasn't that small.
They said it was like the size of like a pea.
The size of a pea.
Yeah.
Fantastic that you found it so early.
And then chose to do a mastectomy.
Right.
First of all, I was stage 1. However, we just chose to do that. But we didn't even think about the plastic surgery part of it. We just wanted to get the cancer out.
So you had a double mastectomy.
Yes.
There are many reasons to consider taking the other breast when you've had a breast cancer. If you have a breast cancer develop at a very early age, that means you're predisposed to breast cancer formation. And rather than risk developing one on the other side, it's not unreasonable to take both breasts off to minimize your risk of future occurrence of breast cancer. You obviously underwent reconstruction.
Yes, and this was another hard part, dealing with insurance. You choose your doctor that's going to do the mastectomy, but then your insurance gives you your plastic surgeon. That was a nightmare because he's actually a hand specialist. And the initial incision site is really tucked in and done weird things to me where I'm deformed. I have rib pain now. I don't know if that's from that or not.
Could be.
And obviously, at that time, I had to have the areolas taken off and removed. And
you don't have nipples. Is that one of your goals?
I don't want to have them rebuilt, but I want to be able to feel that if I was somewhere in a public place, at a spa with my girlfriends or at the gym, I could change from a distance. I'd look like normal. To not see my areolas for the first time, you don't feel sexy, you don't feel like a woman, you just feel like a Frankenstein.
That's the reason why I'm supporting it. I mean, she's beautiful to me, and I don't want her to shy away from me and cover up for me. I mean, I'm her husband, she shouldn't have to do that.
So you're not necessarily interested in having nipples made, but you wouldn't mind the appearance that there's an areola there, there's a nipple there.
Yes.
So we'll have a look and figure out what we can do, okay?
Great.
Okay.
All right.
Come on up.
There's many ways to reconstruct the nipple and the areola. It used to be we used to do complicated local flaps and skin grafts, but because medical tattooing has gotten so good, they do a 3D tattoo that looks better than any surgical procedure we do. So that's what we would do for Laura. You must be having pain out here, is that right?
Yeah, big time.
Do you have some out here too? Or is it mainly on this side?
Mainly on this side.
Both sides are very scarred in and pulled in. See this? There's no mound out here.
So why is that? Is there nerves in that area then? Or
I'm sure you're having what's called capsular contracture, where the capsule, the scar tissue, is contracting and pulling in the nearby sensory nerves. That can be very painful. The scar tissue has grown in to your remaining breast skin and subcutaneous tissue and is causing these dents. It's kind of causing this wrinkling phenomenon. That's the most difficult thing to improve because you can't just cut it out, because we cut it out, you'll have
Goes back
nothing.
more.
And not only that, you have nothing covering your implant.
No.
You're okay with fat transfer into these areas that are dented?
As long as you're taking it all.
Okay, you're really okay with fat transfer. What % improvement, knowing that 100% is not possible, do you think would be acceptable for you?
I am not expecting miracles. I'm not. So if it was, well, I would love at least 50%.
50%? I want to do the surgery, and I think you're a good candidate for it.
Great.
I do. And I obviously, the miracles I've done haven't turned him into Brad Pitt, but hopefully, because I've tried, but I think it's just too far gone. But you're not.
Dr. Dubrow saying that he's going to do this is like a gift, a huge gift from God to me.
Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Pleasure.
You guys are
See you
awesome.
soon.
Thank you.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. I'm
How
here
are you,
for
Laura?
surgery with Dr. Dubrow.
Okay, go ahead and sign in and we'll get you taken right back.
Okay, thank you. Pretty much every time I look at my breast, I'm reminded of the breast cancer and after surgery. I'm hoping just to be able to look in the mirror and look like a normal woman again.
It's funny, this is, one of those cases where I have a great plan, I understand the anatomy, but I just don't know till I get in there how the tissue is going to respond to what I do.
Okay.
Well,
I'm excited. You are a gift for me and my husband. We're blessed, so thank you. I truly feel like it's a gift from God. I've survived cancer, and now this could be it. This could be the end of it.
Thank you. I love you. Good luck.
I'll never have to think there could be another surgery in store to try to fix this. I mean, what a way to celebrate 10 years of being cancer-free.
For Laura's surgery today, I'll make incisions through the middle of her breast and release the scar tissue that's restricting her implant pockets and causing her pain. I'll then put in a new pair of implants and remove the loose skin from the lower portion of her breast, giving her a normal contour. Finally, I'll liposuction fat from her abdomen and transfer it into her breast to smooth out any tissue irregularities. How are you? Hey guys, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hi.
How are you?
Surprisingly, I feel great.
Let me take a look
Okay.
to make sure everything's okay. All right, so let's just lower this a little. Laura's been suffering with these cosmetic disfigurements for 10 years. And let's face it, overnight, I'm able to show her a complete improvement and difference. I'm honored and grateful to go through this journey with her. Okay, everything looks great. Laura's in a great spot this postoperative day number 1. Her breast mounds are symmetrical. There's no untoward bruising or bleeding. I anticipate a good recovery. However, this isn't the end of the journey. I still have something really important to do for Laura and her breasts that will get her to the final stages of where she needs to be. One of the key things for you is to get you a good areola and a good nipple. I have been in contact with people who are very proficient in what's called 3D nipple areola creation in a one-stage, relatively short procedure. And when they do it well, it's better than I can make surgically.
Okay, now I'm gonna cry. Just for Dr. Dubrow to go to that length, to not only do my surgery so my implants look real, but now to go that extra mile and have that person do that, it just makes me so happy.
All right, great. I will see you soon.
Yes, thank you
text
very
me, anything changes, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, doctor.
Great day, what a blessing.
Gosh, a huge
Nothing but
blessing.
good.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You nervous?
I'm super nervous. Are you nervous?
A little bit. This is different.
I know. I'm
All
ready.
right, here we go.
I'm ready though. So today I'm gonna get my areolas tattooed. It's been 10 years looking at myself without them. I'm so excited and super nervous because I don't know what to expect.
Throw a little huggy for here we are.
Because I'm just like,
We've been through a lot, right? This is the first time I've ever gone with a patient to have her nipples and areolas tattooed in place, but Laura is so important to me. I want to make sure it's done with all the advantages possible and that he does it in the right spot. This is your thing, but I will tell you, in general, as you probably know, 38 millimeters is traditionally the idealized size of a diameter of an areola. But forget measurements. Let's do it by aesthetics. Let's do it by what looks best, okay?
I agree.
Jason is an extremely well-regarded medical tattoo artist that I've used many times in the past. He's one of the best in the country. So that is right.
Right about there.
Right about there. Yeah, that's the right size.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Any sensation there?
And I can feel it, but
Can you etch abs onto a stomach?
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe I'll bring my
That's
partner, Dr.
awesome.
Nassif, down and you can etch some abs on it. It's the only way he's gonna get abs.
And what I'm gonna do now is go back in with a little bit of a darker color, just to give it somewhat of an undershadow, or the illusion of the undershadow.
Jason has done a really good job of beginning the tattoo process. He's got the areolar shape and size down appropriately, and the nipples just starting to take shape.
Is there anything you see that...
Wow, that is really outstanding. So let's show you what it looks like, huh?
I'm afraid that Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Isn't the 3D component great?
How real that looks. Going into the surgery, I thought if he can just make me 50% better, awesome. I'd be out of pain, I'd look halfway normal, but Dr. Dubrow made me almost completely 100%. My breasts before surgery weren't breasts. They were just mounds and no nipples. Now, they're breasts. I can still see my scars from where having, cancer and things like that, but no, now they look like breasts. Now I have to cover up.
Now cover up. Cover up, give me a hug. Cover, give me a hug.
I felt like they were just mounds before and I didn't care.
Yeah.
This has affected my relationship with my children because now mom's gonna be up and be able to have some fun, and having areolas back on my chest, it completes me and I feel whole. Maybe I'll put it out tonight.
Oh, yeah, baby. There you go.
You guys all heard that.
You ready? Let me kick your butt. You think we should have brought Ashley with us?
No, I want to go on a date with you. This is nice. Oh, that's awesome.
My name is Anne-Marie. I'm 46 years old, and my body looks like Frankenstein. I grew up in Queens, New York, Jackson Heights to be exact, and I met John while I was working at the US Open, and John was supposed to be my one-night stand, which is so horrible. But he was such a great guy that I just never let him go. When we had our daughter, my husband said, we can't raise her in the city, let's go to Charleston. I said, let's go. And about a month later, I got diagnosed with breast cancer. I was shocked. I just wanted it out. The doctors said they can do it in one surgery, and they removed the breast tissue through the areola hole and then took my abdominal fat and created new breast out of it. Then also took skin grafts from my stomach and made new areolas. After my surgery, I started to notice that my skin was starting to erode. It's called necrosis, and it means that my skin was dying. It turned black and hard. The doctor started cutting the necrosis off of my body as my husband cringed and watched. Afterward, he instructed me to stuff the holes with saline-soaked gauze. There were times that I would just tremble because it smelled like death. It tore me apart, it really did. I went to Charleston to live and enjoy my life with my husband, with my daughter. This was our dream starting. And the necrosis took a lot of that away. It took me away. The doctor mentioned going back in for a second surgery to add nipples and to cut out some of the scarring that had happened with the necrosis. And when I walk up, I had more scars than I had before. Plus, he added nipples that kind of looked like a patchwork quilt.
That's better though.
I reached out to Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif because getting fixed, it's definitely my way to say, screw you, cancer, screw you. I'm really hoping that they'll fix me and make me normal again so I can be your
First of all,
wife
you
again.
are normal.
Not normal. It's nice to know that John's there, but I feel bad that I don't look good for him.
This is before the surgery. See that smile? That's what I'm hoping for. I want this girl to come back.
The smile in that photo is the old Anne-Marie, the happy Anne-Marie. It's been a rough year. I don't want to see her that way anymore. I want to see her happy.
Okay, so want a bone mark?
Let's bone mark.
This patient, Anne-Marie, underwent bilateral DIEP flap reconstruction after breast cancer and suffered some very significant complications. Look.
Oh, jeepers.
So,
looks like she had a high tummy tuck.
Well, that's the thing. You get a tummy tuck when you have the abdominal tissue taken to reconstruct your breasts.
Oh, my God. Can you please send in Anne-Marie? Hi, Dr.
Hi.
Nassif, Anne-Marie.
Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Terry Dubrow. Nice
to meet you. Holy smokes. Today is the day that I may actually hear that I can get fixed by such genius men.
Okay, you obviously were diagnosed with breast cancer, right? On which side?
Both.
Okay, so you underwent a double mastectomy.
Correct.
And they obviously gave you reconstructive options.
They kind of sold the deep flap more
did.
than anything.
A DIEP flap reconstruction is where you take the deep inferior epigastric artery, which you rotate up, and you sew in the artery and the vein of the flap into a donor artery and vein in the chest to keep that flap alive. Is that too technical?
I had a doctor look at me and go, "Are you sure that that was a surgeon that actually did that and not an intern?" And I was like, really?
How many days were you in the hospital?
About 6 days. They were gonna send me home after 5, but I had some bruising on my breast and on my abdominal area, basically where I developed the necrosis.
DIEP flaps rarely have soft tissue necrosis because it brings its own blood supply in. The fact that it happened either means it was a technical mistake or post-operatively something happened that was not recognized. So you had these wound healing issues and left you with some scarring, right?
Yes. So I decided to go back in. The doctor said he can maybe get rid of some of the scarring.
Right.
He would make me smaller and add in nipples.
Okay.
And he made more scars. And the funny things that I guess he calls a nipple.
This is a physical and a mental thing for Amy right now. She's hurting a lot. Every day she looks in a mirror and she's in tears, basically. And I don't want her to suffer anymore.
So tell me, what are your goals with your breast?
I don't know if you can get rid of all the scarring because there's so much scarring.
Right.
And there's a part of me that kind of has accepted that.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to not look in the mirror and cringe.
right now, if I'm just sort of look at your breast tissue the way it is, normally we like to see the distance between the sternum and here to be about 21, and you're about 29 on the left, and you're about 29 on the right, which means you have a
Oh, see, I thought one was way longer.
One mound is, but the nipples are pretty even, okay? If I said to you, how about we lift them up, and as we're going along, we try to remove as much scar as possible, and I got you to be sort of a full C, would that work for you?
Small C?
You want to be smaller,
Yeah,
okay?
small
all right.
C would
You'd
be
be cool
fun.
with that.
Yes.
And if I had to remove these nipples they made and remove this skin paddle,
Go for it.
go for it, right? Because they look like patchwork.
They do.
So that makes it easier.
If Terry is able to perform the surgery, Anne-Marie will have the opportunity to use our tattoo artist that we have on staff, who will make nipples for her and give her a good result.
Can I see your tummy for a second? Show me what you don't like about your tummy.
Okay, you see this here?
Yeah?
And then look when I turn this way.
Okay, so this is poochier than this.
Yes.
So if you could get...
And it's crooked.
Right. Anne-Marie actually needs a very significant operation on the breast, and I essentially have to completely redo the tummy tuck portion in order to give her an acceptable result. I think we can do something really nice. I really do. I do. I think we can do something nice, okay? Hello.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Likewise.
So, you know, I do this for a living, right? I live for challenging cases. You know that, right? Yeah. But here's the thing. This underlying tissue is supplied by a little artery and vein that's attached to an artery and vein here. If I get into that area in my manipulation, the whole thing could die on me. That is definitely a possibility. The big hurdle today is that I don't know what I'm gonna find inside of Anne-Marie's breast tissue, because some of it will be scarred up, old, dead breast tissue, and some of it will be alive, and I don't know where the dead stuff ends and the live stuff starts, so it's very possible that this could be a complete disaster. For Anne-Marie's surgery, I will start by excising the reconstructed nipples from her mounds and perform a lift by removing excess skin to give her symmetric breasts. Then I'll move on to her tummy and perform liposuction before making an incision at the bottom of her abdomen. I'll then create a new belly button, tighten her abdominal wall, and remove excess skin and the dog ears to achieve a natural contour.
Hi.
Hey, Doc. How are you?
How you doing? Nice.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm feeling pretty good. I've got some pain, but when I look at my breast wrapped up, they look like they're the right size. So I'm super duper hopeful.
I want to see what the breasts look like in terms of the skin, because I don't want a disaster. No, there you go.
Are we still worried?
That skin looks beautiful.
No, well, we haven't looked at this side. Yeah, I know, it's just, yeah.
When I look down, I see this awesome cleavage. It just looks so beautiful, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. He definitely gets an A in my book.
So now she no longer has nipples.
Right, okay, so those nipples you had, let's face it, that's not state-of-the-art nipples, okay? We have a tattoo specialist who's gonna make you nipple tattoos that look better than natural ones. So far, Anne-Marie has a good early post-operative result. I have to make sure that she continues to heal, that the breast continues to take shape. Then she's gonna go on to get a nipple tattoo, the final stage of her breast reconstruction.
I promised John I would never get another tattoo.
You're getting this one. So this is Jason. This is the man. Okay, he does all my areola tattooing. He's kind of a genius about it. He really is. Now's the time to make the final finishing touches on things, right? So I'm excited.
Today is the final step. I'm not letting breast cancer hold me down anymore. These symbolize what I've gone through and how much better I am for the experience of having cancer and defeating it. Cancer sucks, and I'm moving past it.
Dude, they do look really good.
Yeah, somebody in the room's a genius.
Jason?
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what? I hear you. If I had a nickel for every time I was called a genius, I could afford my wife. All right, so you ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Anne-Marie's had one hell of a journey, and I'm thrilled that we've gotten to this final stage of her reconstruction. I'm just hoping this is the final chapter to getting her where she needs to be to feel whole again. Do you want to see them?
Yeah.
All right, so why don't you take a look and see what you think.
Thank you.
Isn't that great? I know, doesn't it?
Before my surgery, my body was torn up by necrosis and I looked like Frankenstein. And my nipples were sewn on like patchwork. I couldn't look in the mirror, let alone let my husband look at me. But now after surgery, I no longer look like a monster. Those scars are gone. I am happy with what I see and I don't mind if John catches a peek either.
Looks awesome.
I'm happy. The smile she has now reminds me of the pre-cancer surgery smile. Can't wait to see it every single day now.
I don't know what I did right in my life to be lucky enough to have this opportunity, honestly. This experience has shown me that no matter what type of hell I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna claw my way out and come out on top no matter what. And I know I'll be happy, I'll be whole. And you, holy smokes.
Huh? Congratulations. Come a long way, you know? A long way.
Thanks to you.
My name is Shanna, and the braca gene took my breast. And my breast reconstruction needs a reconstruction. My left breast has a lot of extra skin sagging underneath it. They are quite deformed. They just don't look like a set of breasts. Growing up, my dad was my absolute best friend. But unfortunately, in 2011, my dad shared with us that he had Paget's cancer. Paget's cancer is where it actually starts on the outside nipple of the breast. Never would have thought that he would have had breast cancer.
For sure.
In 100 years.
Right.
My dad mentioned to me that I should get tested for the braca gene, and I found out that I tested positive. Basically, it means that I'm at high risk for breast cancer. I was just like, okay, I've got this gene, we're gonna deal with it. September 2014 is when I had my double mastectomy and breast reconstruction. It was a really hard time because I was also struggling with my dad being in and out of the hospital with his cancer. I just think of this whole journey and I'm like, it is not a fun journey.
No.
But then I think of my dad, who literally saved my life. And if it wasn't for him having breast cancer, I probably wouldn't be here right now.
No, because
literally. In November 2014, we got a call to go back to the hospital for my dad. And the cancer attacked his liver and was attacking his brain. And we spent Thanksgiving in hospice where he ended up passing away.
Wherever I go, I see you. You're in my review, you flash through a crowd.
Nice to meet you, Shanna.
Nice to meet
Dr.
you.
Nassif.
Nice.
What's the relationship here?
Neighbors and friends.
Neighbors
Workout
and friends.
buddies.
Our whole street is just very friendly.
Yeah,
and
your football.
Where's this now? Santa Clarita?
No, it sounds
Sherwood,
like
Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah.
I grew up in a neighborhood where everybody knew everybody's business.
Yes.
Is that the way yours is?
Yes.
Did you played in the street?
No.
Everyone knew everybody?
No, my street in Hollywood, no.
No?
No.
So how did you come to need a prophylactic mastectomy? How did that happen?
Yeah, I had my testing done in early 2014, and that's
Okay.
when I found out that I was BRCA2 positive.
BRCA2 positive.
Mhm.
So that's more than just breast cancer positive,
Colon
right?
cancer as well.
Ovarian?
Yes, June was my hysterectomy, full hysterectomy with uterus.
And the ovaries.
And the ovaries, yep.
So you went right into menopause.
Yep.
Boom.
I had my double mastectomy in September that same year.
and I had them remove my nipples and everything.
Wow.
At the same time of the surgery, they put in my...
Tissue expanders?
Yeah, my expanders. Within 3 months, I had my exchange put in.
So you went from expanders to gel silicone implants, yes?
And then I went and got my nipples tattooed on.
So when you had the exchange of the expander for the implants, and you took off the dressing, and you look in the mirror, how much like this did it look?
Not so much like that.
So it got worse.
It got worse.
What was going on with that lip of excess skin, and why couldn't the implant get in there to expand it out?
A big fear of mine is that it's still breast tissue that they never got.
The whole point of doing a prophylactic mastectomy is to remove breast tissue so the risk of developing breast cancer has been minimized. Since Shanna had a general surgeon remove the breast tissue before the plastic surgeon did the reconstruction, it seems unlikely that he would leave breast tissue in the left breast. If they did that, it would be unacceptable and frankly, quite devastating.
I just thought, this is just reconstruction. It's not gonna be perfect.
It's as good as it gets.
Yeah, not gonna be perfect.
So at what point did you say, you know what, I can't deal?
My daughter, who is now 8, she started looking at my breasts. And I thought, my daughter's got a 50-50 chance of having this same gene.
Right.
And I don't know, until she's 18 years old, but I don't want her thinking that this is the best that's gonna happen. Think about how she's gonna feel if she sees me this way.
She'll immediately go, that's the future that's in front of me, is that?
Yeah.
And you don't want that to happen. That would be devastating.
At least have 2 matching, like they don't even match.
Right.
Like, I'm 43 with a 60-year-old's body right now.
Okay.
When I get out of the shower and I see myself and I see the weight gain and I see the deformed breasts, in my head, I'm not comfortable in my skin.
I really want to help you, so let's go in the exam room and check it out. So, first of all, we have to figure out why. Why do you have that band of laxity? Why is there no projection? Why? Let's discuss whether this is breast tissue or not. I don't know. The fundamental problem with your reconstruction is that your implants are not filling out the lower part of the breast envelope. Just looking at Shanna's breast, I can't seem to wrap my brain around exactly why she has such severe breast distortion. Is it due to retained breast tissue, inadequately released muscle, scar tissue, or all of the above? The bird has more augmentation than your breast did.
Yes. It's a robin. It's my dad's name.
Oh, it's a beautiful bird. By the way, I'm weirdly obsessed with birds because they have a superpower. They can fly. I mean, who wouldn't pick that as a superpower? What would your superpower be?
I told you, we talked about that. I wanted to fly too.
You want to fly? This is never getting off the ground. Although, if it did, that would be confirmation that pigs, in fact, do fly. Okay, anyway. The plan of attack would be remove the implants, release the muscle, release any scar tissue, put a new implant in, and then see what it looks like and see whether we could take up lax skin through the existing scar. And I might need to manipulate loose skin near the areola tattoo. So maybe I'll cut it out and we'll re-tattoo you. Is that okay?
Yeah. I honestly think that everything significant happens for a reason. And I think that what you're gonna do is going to fix what I thought I never even deserved to have done.
And you do deserve this.
Thank you.
You absolutely do.
Thanks.
I want you to feel like when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, I look good. Because you do, you are beautiful.
So if you're in, I'm in.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but my dad was my best friend, and I wanna honor him. I will wear scars with pride if I have to, because it tells his story, it tells my story, and hopefully it'll have a happy ending.
Great to meet you. Thank you. Great meeting you. Great question. Shanna. Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. How are you feeling today?
I'm okay. I'm hoping that I don't throw up, number one. But I am hoping that this lip is not breast tissue. However, you've got to take a leap of faith in something, right? So I'm just having faith that this is part of the plan and this is gonna all work out the way it's supposed to.
I don't really have an idea as to what this is, but whatever I find, I will deal with. In terms of the size, do you like this size? You want to be a little smaller or whatever?
I'd rather either keep it the same or go bigger. Whatever's
Okay.
gonna be more symmetrical with my body.
So, remind me again.
It's my dad's name is Robin.
Okay.
And that's okay if we need to remove it.
No. I'm not removing any part of Robin.
Okay.
Robin is with us
Yes,
for a
he
very
is.
particular reason today. So, no, we're going to preserve Robin and pay homage to Robin. Today for Shanna's surgery, I'll start by making an incision through her previous scar, right through the middle of her areolar tattoos. I will then release the skin from the underlying muscle and remove any scar tissue to smooth out the contour. Next, I will remove the implants and do a breast exam to determine what's causing the lip and remove it. Then I will insert high-profile implants that will hopefully give Shanna better projection and shape.
Hello.
How are you? So how do you feel?
I feel okay.
These are the times when being a plastic surgeon and a doctor can be really tough because she's gonna have a lot of stress when she hears the news that there was retained breast tissue, but hopefully the fact that I removed all of that breast tissue and removed the risk associated with it will alleviate that stress. I got fooled because your mastectomy, that's a very basic operation, so I just assumed that the general surgeon took all the breast tissue. But unfortunately, there was a lot left.
Oh my gosh.
So every day thereafter that you had had that prophylactic mastectomy, you still had 100% risk of breast cancer on that left side. And you had 495 cc textured implants. Do you know what that means, what those are? As it turns out, in the last several years, we've discovered that textured implants can predispose you to a very rare form of breast cancer. Anaplastic large cell lymphoma, ALCL.
Oh.
You not only had tissue left in that predisposed you to cancer, but you had an implant in there that predisposed you to another rare form of cancer. So in a way, it kind of made your cancer risk worse.
Oh my gosh. I'm shocked and ticked off. And I could have easily developed breast cancer at any time and not even known it.
The textured implants are out. Bye-bye. The breast tissue, I removed it, and there's no better time to do a breast exam than when you're on the inside of the breast pocket, because you get the ultimate, what's called bimanual exam. But we will find out in a few days what the pathology revealed, okay? So one of the things I'm gonna look at today is that area, and hopefully there's no evidence of any reduction in blood supply.
Knowing that now, after 6 years, I am 100% breast tissue free brought relief into my life. I'm just hoping the pathology report tells me that I am 100% breast cancer free as well.
There's no evidence that there's a compromise of the blood supply to the lower part of the breast.
Great. I have breasts, like I have normal breasts. It's so exciting. Look at that.
Look at that. You
Look,
you have a cleavage bump.
Oh my gosh.
They're really pretty. I'm kind of jealous.
All right, try it again.
Throw it over here.
Yeah, throw them over. There you go. Whoa! Nope, it has to actually be on the board.
Looking back at everything that I've gone through over the last 6 years, seeing my dad go through his last stages of cancer, me being diagnosed with the BRCA gene, have the hysterectomy, have the double mastectomy, have the reconstruction, coming out of those surgeries, not happy with the outcome, but everything happened for a reason.
Watch me burn bright.
I received the pathology report from Dr. Dubrow's office. I can finally say that I am breast tissue free. I am breast cancer free. The final part of my reconstruction was getting my nipples tattooed on.
Beautiful. Look at
Before my surgery, my reconstruction left my breast deformed, with sagging breast tissue under my lower left breast. I hated looking in the mirror. But now, my breasts are smooth, round, symmetric, and with the tattooed nipples look better than they did before. They feel like real breasts, and I haven't felt like this in 6 years. They feel amazing. Nice!
All right, Peyton.
I'm really, really happy that the doctors helped my mom. She really needed that.
A surprise for you.
I can now hope that my reconstruction helps alleviate any fear that my daughter may have for her future.
Kind of represents your journey.
It's so pretty.
If my dad was here today, there's no doubt in my mind that he would be proud of me. You know, what he gave me was a gift. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.